Podcast. This is going to be so exciting because we'll go through all of the Minnesota Frost players that have been selected for Team USA at the Milano-Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics. It's so exciting. It's so exciting now. I mean, we are now on the home stretch. Rosters are being announced. We're in the final few weeks. It's just going to be so exciting. Yeah, so exciting. Now, we did the debate, should this be part of the Olympic hockey show or not? Because obviously I am wearing the Olympic jersey. But we thought, let's do this first episode. I was going to do this for every single team that's got Frost players on, okay? So, yeah, don't just do it just for USA, because obviously we're Team USA. We're going to do it for every team that Frost players got on, because you might be thinking, oh, I would support. So, because we're on that team, it's fine. I mean, in the men's tournament, I'm supporting Team Canada and Team Sweden, but that's because I've got San Jose Sharks players on those teams. You're now supporting Sweden. You're doing dual citizenship. Yep. You really think it's going to be just Canada? Well, well, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting any Sharks players to go to Milan, so that's given how the way the league looks at my team. But there you go. Anyway, yeah. We've already got our thoughts already on those on them being on the rosters the whole way, so on the roster build, yeah. So we don't do all that. Okay, so here we go. So 6 Minnesota Frost skaters named to 2026 USA Hockey Women's Olympic Ice Hockey Team. So USA Hockey announced that Minnesota Frost skaters Kale Coyne-Schofield, Lee Steckline, Kelly Paddock, Grace Sunwinkle, Britta Salemi, and Taya Heisey have been named to the United States Olympic Women's Ice Hockey Team, set to compete in the Milano-Cortina 2026 Winter Games. The Frost 6 skater contingent will be the largest in the Professional Women's Hockey League for Team USA. And what's interesting, we talked about this already on the roster build for TSA. What's interesting is the second highest contingency is from Seattle. The Torrents have 4 players on TSA. That's the next highest contingent from across the league, which is really good, but it also time kind of feels like, have we been underestimating Seattle? Yep. So there we go, 6 players. That's incredible. And a lot of them, I think we can't expect them. Yeah, there's one I'm not keen on. I know. It's not been a great start to 2026 for Britta Salemi, has it? No. And she's really pissed off, lady. I won't go there, because I know you will cover it, George, on the regular show. Yeah, I won't go there. No, let's stick on topic. No, but no. She's in the doghouse. She's in the doghouse. Right, we'll go for it one by one then. Okay. So, Coyne-Schofield will compete in her 4th Olympic Games, having previously won gold in 2018 in Pyeongchang and silver in 2014 in Sochi and 2022 in Beijing. The Paras Heights, Illinois native, has been a member of the US Women's National Team in 11 International Ice Hockey Federation Women's World Championships, gold in 2011, 13, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 2025, silver in 2012, 21, 22, and 24. Coyne-Schofield currently leads the PHL with 7 goals in 8 games and also sits second overall in scoring with 9 points. So incredible there. So she's been with the national team for a very long time now, and has been a staple player up there, you know. And she's been so great in these Olympics now, incredible. And yeah, she's one of those great TSA players, like with Harry Knight, who's also been a staple. And those two have just been impressive, and I think it's just great to have it on the roster again. Really exciting. Really exciting. And I would say if you want to have a little movie night before the games, go and check out Inside Out 2. I know. I'm still trying to work out where she was in that, because we knew the route to it, that, you know, she's going to have this cameo. I need to keep an eye out for her. I saw her name in the credits, but I was meant to say, put her, when did Kendall appear? Well, we need to watch it again. We could watch it on the flight. Yeah, and try and pick her out, because Lady, you can maybe help as well. Yeah, right, I'll get that downloaded on Disney Plus. Any movies on Disney Plus you think we will watch on the plane, let me know and I'll download them beforehand, just in case we don't have any good in-flight entertainment. Okay. Just bear in mind. Yeah. Do you want some decoms as well? Because the hop over flight to Denver won't take that long. Okay. Maybe Camp Rock. Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited. And of course, we just mentioned she's also one of 4 players right now, as I'm recording this, on January the 7th. She's one of the few 4 players to have reached 50 points in the PHL. Only Alex Carpenter from Seattle, Darryl Watts from Toronto, and Marie Fleet from Montreal in that club. Yeah, it's a growing club. Yeah. Which just makes you think, wow, how far have we come? Yeah. Like, we've got players already hitting the 50-point mark. It's incredible. It's incredible. So, yeah. So, you had to have Kendall on the team. You had to. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, where were you cutting her? No way. She's going to be like Hillary. She's going to be on that US roster until she's ready to call time. Yep. Okay, we'll move on now to Steckline, who joins Corey Schofield as a 4-time Olympian, 2014, 18, and 2022. So we don't need to rerun the medals there. The Roseville, Minnesota native, its national team career is marked by 9 appearances in the IHF Women's World Championships, winning 7 gold. So 2013, 15, 16, 17, 19, 23, and 25. And 2 silvers, that was in 21 and 22. I'm so glad Lee Steckline is back on USA's roster. Yeah. Because, well, I was quite surprised last year that she got snubbed. Well, do you remember when in 2024 she got snubbed? Yeah. I was surprised when she came back last year, because I wasn't too sure if the USA Hockey still saw her as a viable player, because she was a key player in last season towards the end. Yeah. Towards the end of the regular season, she turned it up, and was a huge reason why we got in to the playoffs. If it hadn't been for her, I don't think we would have had a chance to make it back-to-back cups. Nope. Yeah, she was a huge... Yeah, because obviously 24 was my ladies' first World Championships. We rightly felt, why has she been snubbed? So we were quite a bit shocked last year when she did get into the roster, because we thought, okay, have they realised they've made a mistake or in 2024? Or is it actually she's managed to turn around the PHL to get herself noticed to get back to the team? It's like, yeah. Because we in 2024 did wonder, oh my god, have they now turned the corner? Is this basically USA now turning a corner because they've got the PHL? You don't need to then rely on so many heavy guns because you then go for the youth. No, yeah, but Steckline belongs on Team USA, so we were both glad. Despite the initial shock, we were both glad that she was back on that roster, and that had a huge impact on who got the gold in Prague, and who also potentially got into the World Cup finals. So let's leave it at that. Yeah, but yeah, he has been quite. Yeah, so another 4-time Olympian, so another player who I've been very well familiar with over the Olympics. That's what I think I've loved most about PHL. The fact that a lot of these players have been in the Olympics prior to the PHL forming It's men that already know who they are. I'm already familiar with them and already have that connection, which made it easier to pick my team when we had to back in 2023. Yeah, that makes it so much more easier. Yeah. And I think she could be somebody who people watch out for in Milan. Yeah, could be quite productive on the line, so just watch out there. Yeah. So, Panic will make her third Olympic appearance in February, having competed in 2018 and 2022 with Colin Schofield and Steckline. The Plymouth Millionaire has participated in 7 IHF Women's World Championships. Gold in 2017, 19, 23, 25. Silver in 21, 22, 24. Packed 8 points in this season. Are tied for 3rd in the Phoenix chart. Here's a player that I think is having a turnaround season. Right, because she's doing well. I mean, so far those points are 3 goals, 5 assists. Incredible. Yeah. Quite the turnaround. Yeah. Yeah, because this was a player we were a bit worried might be taken in the expansion process, but didn't. No. So, and yeah, she's capable. She's a star player, and this is her third. Yeah, third Olympics. Yeah. Okay. So she's had experience with the gold, experience with the silver. Yeah. So, of course, she's going to be there with Coin Scope and Step Line. You don't need to worry about her productivity because you just know it's going to be 5. Yeah. So I think it's really great to see her on there. I'm really happy. Very happy to see her on there. Yeah, because those 3 have been key Olympians over the last several Olympics. And they play a huge part in USA getting those medals. And it's a very productive line. Plus, weren't they the 3 that were named as our first ever signings? He's going to test my my knowledge now, isn't he? Okay, right. So... here we go. This is going to be a real test of the archives now, isn't it, boys and girls? If he's got that right, I'm going to be so impressed. Because remember, you weren't there for that point. Now, it was after we got that news we wrote you in. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Pluto, Morrison, dog. You star. You got it right! Yeah. Oh my god! Get the dog a bone! Can we do PDO? Not on this! No! No! No, unless you got a curtain. No. Hold on, you snocked me last year. Okay, fine, do it. There are married couples, I can allow it. Way to go, Pluto. Give that dog a bone. Yes, Panic, Coinscope and Deckline were the first 3 signings for PHR Minnesota in the inaugural season. Yeah, and of course, it was a few hours after we got that news. That was when I said to Lady, right, I'm going Minnesota, get him in. Yeah. Because you did say to me a few days before the Phoenix signings, you said to me, right, if you work out what team you're going to go with, I will join you, and I will rope Pluto in. I did. You said that. Yeah. Yeah. So that's so it was a few hours after we got the free agency signings. I said to Lady, right, I'm going Minnesota, bring him in. Yeah, bring him into the fold. So our first event as the Purple Trio was that first draft. Yeah, which happened a few days later in Toronto. That was our first event as the Purple Trio. Yeah, because up until that point, Pluto was still mulling over. He was the last one of the pack to decide. And we just then, right, we'll rope him in. Yeah. So, oh my god, give that dog a bone. Give that dog a bone. Way to go, Pluto. Give that dog a bone. But yeah, so great to see Pack's going to be on there. Right, next up, Zongwinkle, who is going to be making her second Olympic appearance for TSA, having previously earned silver in 2022 Beijing Games. The ex-Disca Milan is a 3-time member of the US women's national team at the IHF Women's World Championships. Gold in 2025 and silver in 2021 and 2022. Zumwinkel was awarded the league's first ever Rookie of the Year honours after a stellar 19-point rookie campaign in the inaugural 2024 PSL season. And of course, also, I want to mention another honour from her first player to get a hat-trick. She was indeed. I believe it was in the home opener, wasn't it? It was in the home opener against Montreal. Maddie Bree got the 3-0 shutout. I just need a mo. Wow. Seriously, that's it. I just need a mo here. I need a mo. The fact that you are able to roll this off. I need a moment here. I need a moment here. This is... You're tearing up, aren't you? I'm just like, this is just brilliant. This is brilliant. I'm like, come on. But you know what? Sod the PDA rules. Put it here. Put it there. Sod the PDA rules. Put it there. Because you gotta remember, for the first 2 seasons, Pluto, you kind of felt like a roped in. Your enthusiasm for this was basically a developing one, whereas me and Lady already had that in the bag. Well, for me, let's just reshuffle this back up. There we go. Well, for me, beforehand, I was kind of like with the rest of the members of the pack, whereas like, if it's on, we're watching. Whereas you two are the ones that was really invested. Yep. I know how Lady would always fill me in about various bits of hearts that happened during tournaments. Mm-hmm. So this is technically my first proper Olympics as a part of the women's game. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It was a developer thing, and then obviously by the end of the last season, I thought, right, I'm fully committed. I've learned enough now. You're on board. He's on board. So the fact that you're rolling out the facts and the receipts from the inaugural season, when there were moments where you were like, what are these two playing at? God, do you remember, George, our last game for the World Championships that year, and it was a shootout with Montreal? You and me looked like we were about to keel over and die, and he was like, yeah. Well, you gotta remember, he was about to go on a 3-week holiday, because obviously Pluto did not follow the World Championships either the first 2 years. But so this is our second games. Yeah, that's incredible. That is actually quite incredible. So hopefully she can learn a lot from Beijing to give to both Heisey and Slerny. So that is just So and also she has been quite. This was another player that we did fear could maybe lost the expansion process, but didn't. So I'm really pleased with this. I'm really happy that she's going to be sticking around. And another game against her. And she's also got World Championship experience under her belt, so that's going to be also really helpful. Yeah, so I'm interested to see. Do you think she might make a bigger stand-up this time compared to last time? I think so. Yeah, I think it's always hard in your first Olympics to try and make a statement performance. Whether you're in a team event or solo. So I think now we've seen her in the PHL be able to do what she can do. I think she might start a bit more this time around than last time. And that'll be the same for those players who are in the PHL. This first games they'll probably may not stand out as much, but then the next games they could. So that's what's going to happen with Zumwinkel here. So I think we'll see a big improvement with her in Milan than we did in Beijing. And we finish off with 2 newbies. Who's first? Slemmy. Oh, thank God. We can get her out of the way now. In fact, can I abstain? No, you can't! Right. Bismarck native Lemmy will be making her Olympic debut in Milano-Cortina and joins former TSA skaters Jocelyn and Monique Lamoureux as a Pete's Garden state representative to TUSA. Lemmy has 4 previous appearances in the IHF World Championships: gold in 23-25, silver 21-24. The second year forward is the first PHL player to reach 10 points this season and is the league's current leading scorer. In case you're only listening, ladies and ladies shaking her head. She's doing that thing that women find men doing annoying with their breaths. Or that episode of Birds of a Feather when Tracy's like, oh no, not another one! Which one did she say that to? I think it was to Not Up to It. Well, no, Grief Stricken was first because he kept really doing it and that really got on her nerves. And then when Not Up to It came in, she was like, oh no, not another one! She just made the tea. The coffee. It's like, oh no, another one! Did Carl give a third time do it? No. Oh, well, that's fine. I think what was funny for me about episode was when the game one can't do it, the nickname, I was like, really? Looks up to it to me. Sorry, Doyle was my favourite. She really was. Yeah. I just feel she needs to clean up her act. That's all I'm going to say. She cannot be taking these aggressive penalties, these unnecessary penalties, and getting suspended. The suspensions is what really got my fur going last year, particularly in the playoffs. Yeah, because she got. I'll let you do it. You might remember it better than me. She got suspended after game 1 of our semi-finals against Toronto. Missed game 2, then came back from the rest of the series. Now, I was really, really, really pissed off by this because we know how tough it is to go up against the sectors in the playoffs. Yep. We need every hand on deck. We need to have all our players at full efficiency. Okay? We need to make sure everyone's fine fit. We can't afford to lose players like that because of an unnecessary hurt that she made. That really, really annoyed me last year. Because if Toronto won game 2, it would have been the exact same business we were in the inaugural season. Yeah. Only it's worse because last year we were defending champions. And do you really want to be the defending champions and get swept? Yeah, that's not how I want to lose the cup. Right. When we lose the cup, I don't want it to be because we missed the playoffs all full stop. I don't want it to be because we got swept. I want to at least say we had a good fighting chance, but the other team was better. That's what I want to say. Yeah. That is what I want to say. Yeah. Right, yeah. Right, so I'm with you two. I'm really not sure. For me, it's so hard because of the baggage that she's bringing with us. That for me, it's so. I actually will be honest with you guys. I really am finding it very hard. Oh, I think your voice cracked there. Did it? I mean, now that we understand the baggage, because obviously it was literally, as soon as she got drafted, everyone was like, oh! And I was like, right, what's going on? I immediately had to then go and do my homework. So I now understand fully the baggage that she's got, and I don't like it. And then she's going to try and say, oh, well, I said that. I was like, no, sorry, no, don't. That's not wash. That's not wash. So I understand the booing that other teams do, particularly in Montreal and Ottawa, because I mean they've been the heaviest. Yeah, they've been the heaviest. I understand the booing, and if I wasn't a Frost supporter, fine, I probably would have joined in. But I actually am now going to be honest with you guys. Actually, I'm finding it really hard to have to deal with a player like that on my team. And I've been trying to do what we said we were going to do back at that draft in 2024, and that was we would just judge her as a player. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am now finding it really, really hard to do that. Because I just don't... Yeah. The fact... Well, I think it's because she's now going onto the world stage. Yeah, she's going to be heading out to the... She's going to be going to the Olympics. She's going to be going to the world stage. And that's what makes it 10 times hard. Because before, it was just the league. Now, she's going to the World Olympics, the biggest stage in the world. And yet... But do we think she's going to get booed in Milan, though? Do we think that's going to happen? Do you think she's going to get booed? I think you need to explain, George, what has happened. In case boos. Yeah, right, okay, I'll look it up. Yeah, because this actually is a very big deal, guys. It is a big deal. Okay. And I know Dr. Jill's covered it not long after she got drafted. So I think we will explain what the situation is, just so in case you're not familiar with it, you will have an understanding in case she does get booed. Okay? So let me see if we can try and work out what it is. Okay, so this is it, right? So, in case you are new to the PHL, or you are somebody who's going to be watching the Olympics, but you don't follow women's hockey, this is what happened. Okay, we're going to explain to you what has happened briefly, just so that if you are watching the games in Milan-Cortina, you're not familiar with the PHL, you're not familiar with Minnesota, you're not hearing what's going on, and you hear booing. This is why. Okay, so. The controversy surrounding PHL Minnesota player Britta stems from her past social media activity between 2021 to 2023, where she liked posts critical of LGBT plus inclusivity, like Target's Pride merchandise, supporting Kyle Rittenhouse, and endorsing anti-trans sentiments, leading to fan backlash and boos. Though she has since apologised, sought to show a different side and focus on her game, receiving support from teammates despite the online criticism. I'll just go through the key details of the controversy. So, anti-LGBT plus posts. So she's liked posts from figures like Candace Owens criticising Target's Pride products and support the ban of trans women from women's sports. Support for Kyle Rittenhouse. She liked posts showing support for Rittenhouse, who fatally shot 2 people during unrest in Kenosha, Wisconsin 2020. And that's pretty much it. So, for me, as somebody who stands for the LGBT plus community, and for other reasons I'm not going to share right now, I can't condone that. No, I cannot. No, I remember when you looked at what would happen, and you just like, your face was like it was a ghost. You just saw a ghost. Was that, did the colour drain from your face? You were just like, oh my god. Because I knew, obviously for reasons we can't go into, I knew it was going to be a struggle for you. I knew he's not going to be able to cope with this. I knew. And that's why you made it very, very clear we can't judge her on that. We have to judge her as a player. Well, now the player's judge her player, and she's not, she's too aggressive. Get her off. Yeah. So, Yeah, and I'm finding it actually, honestly, guys, I actually really am finding it difficult. And I think so as well, because now she's going to be going on the world stage. It just makes it 10 times worse. It just makes it 10 times worse for me, because now it's on the world's going to know this. And it's like, yeah, there you go, yeah. So yeah, I just, yeah. I'm honest with you. If we were not Frost supporters, I would join in the booing. I would, but I can't. I can't, because I've got, even though I don't want to, I've got to be the bigger man in the situation. I can't keep fighting every single battle here. No. I have to pick my battles well, and this is one where I have to go, right, I can't do it. I cannot. Because that's then me basically saying I'm against somebody from my team. Because you know me, I'm loyal to the bone to my teams. Unless my teams betray me, like the Athletics did in 2021, and send me on a downward spiral that lasted pretty much the next 4 years. Even seat in my new fresh start to Phillies, which ended badly. Okay? Unless my teams betray me, I'm loyal to the bone. And I'm finding it so hard. And it's going to be so, because we know what kind of player she's like. We know she can do good productivity. But I just feel like I'm really going to struggle. So honestly, guys, I really am struggling. I think this is the first time you're admitting it. Well, because obviously I have to, because she's going to be on the world stage. And if there is booing in Milan-Cortina, I can't defend it. Would you join in there? No, because she's on Team USA. She's a Frost player. I can't do it. But I will understand if there are people in Milan-Cortina boo her. I will understand it. Like how we've booed the Russians over the last few Olympics because of their cheating and their doping. We have booed Russians. We have booed Russians. So if people want to boo Britta, they can do it because that would be us being hypocrites. Because some people say, well, why did you boo Russians for drugging if we're not allowed to boo her because she's anti-LGBT? So yeah. So it's just, it's so hard. Can we move on to High C? Can we move on to High C, please? Because we love High C. I've just ordered her book. You've ordered some book. I've ordered her book and Kendall's book. So that's going to be reading material. So you can't read on the plane. You can't read on the plane. Well, in the hotels. If we want some downtime, but time from screens, we'll read them. So I've ordered Kendall's book and Taylor's book. I think they're going to arrive on Sunday. When did you order them? Last night. It's because of the weather. We've had lots of lovely snow this week here in England. We've had lots of lovely snow, but it does mean some if you want deliveries, it is a bit tricky. So, yeah. Normally, it's a next day delivery for Amazon, but yeah, given where we live, it's not great for snow. So, yeah. So they should be here on Sunday. Not going to be here before March. It's fine. Right. Let's finish on with High C, who we absolutely love. Not got a bad thing to say about High C. And she is going to be making her Olympic debut, having previously competed in 4 IHF World Championships, gold in 2023 and 2025, and then silver in 2021 and 2024. The Lake City Minnesota native has paced the Frost on their current road trip with points in back-to-back games for the first time this season, including 3 assists in the team's 5-1 win over Toronto, and has 6 points in her last 4 outings. Icy began her PHL career with several historic moments, marked by her selection as the number 1 pick by Minnesota in the inaugural 2023 PHL draft that was held in Toronto, in TO. Yeah. At the conclusion of the season, she helped lead the franchise to the PHL Championship and was named the first ever Ilana Clough playoff MVP following an 8-point performance in the postseason. So, we love her. We love her. I'm going to tell you guys now. Actually, guys, if you see my Instagram, you will know which player's name I've got on the back of this jersey, right? It is, of course, Kendall's. But I'll tell you now, I was torn between Kendall and Taylor. It was a toss-up. It was a toss-up. Those two, I think, are favourites for the Frost right now. So it was a close. I nearly got Heidi's name number on. You can do that at the next Olympics. This is only her first one, George. You can do it at the next Olympics. Oh, is that the rule now? I've got to buy an Olympic jersey for every one. Well, no, but if you really want to have one with Heidi's on, you can do it at the next games. Okay, fine. Right. We'll mark that in between 29, shall we? When they reveal the 2030 jerseys. Yeah, get that sorted. Okay. Right, we'll do that. Yeah. Or just buy a World Championship jersey for this year. We'll see. Yeah. But it was close. We just absolutely love her. She has been impressive, and she's proven why she was the number 1 overall pick. She was the talk, leading up to that inaugural draft in Tio. She was the talk of the town. And it was literally, like how you've had the NHL, oh, who's going to get Corbadon? Who's going to get Matt W? It literally, I'd be like, oh, I got it, it's ours, like that, yes, thank you. Yeah, like that. This was all the talk about in leading up to that draft. And just incredible. So, yeah, and we were just so delighted when we knew it was going to be us. You two couldn't believe your lucky stars. Well, because it was done by a random draw, so it could have gone to any one of them. And the fact it was us, she's from Minnesota, she's from the... It had to be. It has to be. When I heard she's from Minnesota, I thought, oh, it's got to be us. It's got to be. We'll trade you for it. Yeah, we'll trade you for it. We'll do a game changers. We'll do whatever dirty tax we have to do to trade you for it. So, yeah, we absolutely love her, and we feel this is her time. This is her moment to get on that world stage and just shine. So, I think she's going to be brilliant, and she could have some great moments in Milan-Cortina, just saying. Like how Marie Philip had some great moments in Vancouver, and that put her on the projection where she is. Maybe this could be it for Heisey. We'll see. We will see. Yeah. And she has been amazing all 3 seasons. Yeah. I mean, that goal in Edmonton was like a highlight reel. Yeah, horror. It was one of those moments when there's been quite a few times in PHL where we have had like a delayed reaction to a goal. Yeah, and that was another one of those moments. Particularly because it was the overtime winner. Yeah. And we were in Edmonton. Yeah, it's a takeover tour. Yeah, so the goal horn was kind of a bit sort of slow. Yeah. Whereas if it had been in Minnesota, whereas if it had been either Grand Casino Arena or Pacific Coliseum, we will not have that problem. Yeah. When do we go to Pacific Coliseum? After the Olympics, in March. Okay. We do a stop to that in March before our last game of the season in April. Yeah. So we've got 2 trips to that this year. So, yeah. We'll clear that up. Yeah. No, I'm so excited. She's come on! So excited. Absolutely brilliant. She is an amazing player. And of course, let's not forget, I think no one was first that was not mentioned. Go on. Oh my god, you got a number. I got the receipt! Yup! The way your head stays, it's almost like you've been to the Trafford Centre for, oh, here, I've had a pretty woman day. Well, how you been shopping and not sucking off businessmen? Lady! You saw the musical? On Leap Year Day. On Leap Year Day. Oh, I love that musical. That's given me one of my... The Pretty Woman musical has given me one of my favourite audience interactions of all time. When it was getting hot and steamy. They had the clothes steamy and the lights dimmed and what sort of like... Woo-hoo! Now it's like, steady on, for starters, it's two heterosexual people and they've still got the clothes on. There's nothing hot and steamy about that. Someone's getting ready for Saturday, aren't they? Someone's getting ready for heated robbery, aren't they? Sky Atlantic, January 10, 9 o'clock, episode 1, then 10 o'clock, episode 2. It's a double bill. It's a double bill. Oh god, I've not sure got enough towels. It's a double bill. Come on. It's a double bill. But back to Heisty. Yeah. Yeah, she's an amazing player. We are so... You have said that she could be a future captain one day, George. I have said, yeah. If we're thinking about who potentially, when the time comes for the change of the guard, you do wonder who that could be. I think right now, it's Taylor Heisey. Right now. Yeah. Right now, it's Taylor Heisey. Yeah. And what's amazing is she's in this period where she's developing herself as a player, developing her career, so that she can be ready to take that leadership role when the time comes. Now, Kendall's still got a lot of life in her left, yeah, but you do always have to think with players in that region. You have to like how people have already been thinking with Harry Knight. You just want to, when that time comes. Yeah. So I do think Taylor Heisey one day could be a potential captain for Mercer. I really do. I honestly believe that. I honestly do believe that she could one day be a captain. I do believe that. I do. So really, I'm so pleased that she's gonna be on the roster. She had to. For me, if Taylor Heisey was off that roster, there would be riots. There would be riots. I would have riot. That for me is the one player that you cannot snub. Especially if you're gonna put Britta there. If you're gonna put Britta there, I'm sorry. No, we need Taylor. We've got her. She's on the roster. It's exciting. I just need to finish off some things because the Frost are also going to be represented on the bench staff by head athletic trainer Casey Holman, who's making her third Olympic appearance, as well as 2018-2022, and head equipment manager Cis Paulson, who's making her second appearance after 2022. So there you go. So we are well represented on Team USA there. So there you go. That is a roundup of all of the players who are going to represent the Minnesota Frost at the Winter Olympics for Team USA. Incredible. Yeah, happy. Apart from Britta. Well, apart from Britta, happy. Happy. Now you're representing Doctor Who! Anger! Buy some anger! Anger! Let yourself go! She clearly needs more of those patches! Oh, God. Don't do drugs. Yeah. So, extremely happy. Extremely